Welcome to the Wheelchair Tennis Clinic, guys. We're part of this 2020 Angel City Virtual Games presented by the Hartford. Big thank you to the Hartford. My name is Jason Harnett. I'm going to host tonight, basically do the intros and do the closing. You got some amazing people here. I'm actually the head of wheelchair tennis at the USTA and the head coach for Team USA's Paralympic tennis team. And what a great honor that is for me. I've been around a long time, going into my 5th Paralympic Games this coming Tokyo this next year. So I'm very excited about that. Looks like we've got a couple Paralympians with us. 3 Paralympians showing you guys how to do this stuff. And I'm really excited to be here with you guys. We're going to get started with the program here. Okay, and so all of you guys, what I'm going to do is a very quick intro of who these folks are who are going to be teaching you today. Got some amazing people. I'm going to start with the young lady who's going to be leading you through a warm-up, Dana Mathewson. You know, and again, it goes without saying, we've got 2 Paralympians, going to be Paralympians again in Tokyo, and a young man that we know is going to be a Paralympian for the first time, in Casey Ratzlaff, but also the legend Kaitlyn Verfuerth, who, really needs no introduction. She is the
won't get one.
multi-sporter, she's a legend. But what I'm going to do is I'll start with Dana. We'll let Dana introduce herself to the group. And then maybe Kaitlyn and Casey, you can pull it up at the end. Katie, do you want to do the photo now, or do we want to hang on to the end? We'll wait to the end. Is that okay? Cool. Okay, so Dana, why don't you take it away and introduce yourself to the group?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me and see me. Looking out, I'm seeing some familiar faces from last year, so it's really great to see all of you again. Like Jason said, I am a member of Team USA, and I was a Paralympian in Rio in 2016 for the first time. I've been on Team USA for, I don't know, Jason, maybe like nine years, which makes me feel really
11
old.
years.
11 years, that's a long time. We'll pretend it's not 11 years.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, I became a Team USA player. I'm also a member of Team Hartford, which Jason mentioned is a title sponsor for the Angel City Virtual Games. So this is super fun for me to be here with all of you guys. And yeah, I'm excited to work with you all today. Hopefully I can attract some new tennis players. Like Jason said, our sport is the best one. I know that all of the other sports are pretty fun, but tennis is really cool. So I hope you enjoy time with us today. Do you want me to go into my session or introduce other people?
No, we're going to let them introduce. So we'll go to Kaitlyn, and Kaitlyn can introduce herself. We'll come back to you, Dana.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's so great to see you guys. I see some of you guys are actually like on the tennis court in your tennis chairs. So I see you guys are really ready to go, excited to be here. I hope we can challenge you enough. If you didn't know, my name is Kaitlyn Verfuerth. I am a 3-time Paralympian in wheelchair tennis. I've played a couple of Pan Am games. I have 2 gold medals and a silver and a bronze. Yeah, I've been playing wheelchair tennis pretty much most of my entire life. I started playing before I broke my back when I was 7 years old. And then I played a little bit able-bodied. And then I didn't start playing wheelchair tennis till my freshman year of high school. And honestly, guys, the only reason why I started playing wheelchair tennis was because I wanted to be able to play a sport with my friends and to be able to compete with my friends. And tennis was able to do that for me. Whereas like wheelchair basketball and road racing, I was always kind of separate. So that's what I love about tennis, is that it's all inclusive. You can go out, you can hit with your friends and family. It doesn't matter. And if you really enjoy tennis and you are able to play on the tour, you can also make a little bit of money doing that as well, get some sponsors. But tennis is super cool. It's my passion. That's why I'm here in front of you guys today. And I love Dana Mathewson. She's my doubles partner in Rio. And
I love you too. I didn't give you a shout out. I'm so sorry. I did the shortest intro ever.
And no, we kicked butt together, but I'm just so thankful and honored that Dana invited me to be part of her team here and to be part of the Angel City Games. I've loved the last 2 years that I've been with it, and this is my 3rd year virtually. So just really excited to see everybody on the screen, and I can't wait to, I'll be back with you guys with more. So I'm going to hand it over to Casey.
All right, Case. Get off mute.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Man, it's super cool to be here. This is my first Angel City game, so
Casey, go inside.
experienced all this. I know it's all mine. It's a little unusual, but it's really cool to see everybody here. And what? What? Oh, I think my.
Cody.
Hello.
Keep going, Case. You're good.
I'm sorry. Hello.
Keep going, Case.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Now.
Okay. What did it happen? Did it freeze or something?
Yeah, it was really slow. I think you should start over.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. So I'm Casey. This is my first Angel Cities games. I'm super excited to be here. As I know it's kind of unusual circumstances. It's all online, but I'm super excited to be a part of this and to share wheelchair tennis. It's a passion of mine, and it's something that I've been working so hard on for the last almost 10 years of my life, and it's changed my life in so many ways. And I'm excited to share some knowledge with you. And yeah, I mean, I don't have the same accolades as my other two teammates on here, but I've been playing since 2011, and since then I'm a 6-time World Team Cup team member and 2-time World Team Cup junior world champion, and represented the men's tennis team the last 2 or 3 years, and that's been great. And my Paralympics, so I do have a little bit of Paralympic experience. I don't have quite the experience those other two have, but I was able to compete in the 2019 Paraympians games, and I won silver there with a teammate of mine in doubles. And yeah, that was amazing, an amazing experience, and it makes me so excited for future Paralympic events. But yeah, I'm just stoked to be here. Oh, and I was also very recently, big news, I was selected to be competing in this year's US Open. I got the wild card there, so that's a huge deal. I'm so excited about that, and still can't believe it, to be honest. Yeah, just thank you to everybody. Thank you to the USTA. Thank you to Hartford and putting this on. I'm excited to get it on and share some stuff. So very, very fun.
Awesome. Well, great intro, guys. Thank you so much. Katie, would you want to try and grab the pick now, or do you want to wait till the end here? What do you think? End?
Yeah, I can do it right now.
All right, guys. Here we go. Katie, take it.
Thank you, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier, but we're ready to take these beautiful pictures now. So if everyone can turn your cameras on, put on your biggest smiles, and I'm going to take a couple of them here. And a little bit more, smile big. One more time. Beautiful, guys. Thank you.
Good team.
There we go. All right. Well, we're going to head right back to Dana Mathewson, who's going to lead us through a nice warm-up for everybody, and she'll have a little challenge issued to you at the end of this warm-up. So Dana, take it away.
Okay, so I know that when everybody registered, they got some pretty cool gear from the Angel City Games, which should have included one of these bands. Does everybody have their band with them? If you don't, and it's nearby, please take this time to go get it, because we're definitely going to be using it. If you don't have it, it's not the end of the world, though. We'll make it work. I saw some people go and get theirs, so I'll wait a couple minutes. Basically, what we're going to do is very similar to the warm-ups that I do before practices and before matches. I'm sure it's very similar to what Casey do, and Kaitlyn and Casey do as well. Jason used to back in his heyday. Maybe he should do it a little more.
Jason, maybe you should stretch a little more.
Oh, too old.
So we're gonna do
Oh.
some stretches both with this band and without it. Some of like the more typical stretches that you're used to doing, but using this band is really helpful. It really warms up your muscles and it can help prevent injuries. So I think everyone pretty much has their bands now. So I'm gonna back up so you all can see me.
Also super really stiff, so.
It is, and so if you feel like it's a little difficult to use, just do your best. You can buy bands like this in all different kind of tensions. So if this is too stiff for you, you can go online and get one that's not so stiff. But it is important for you to have at least one of these in your tennis bag because this is a really great way to warm up and make sure that you don't get hurt. So one of the first stretches that we're gonna do works on like your rotator cuff. So you're gonna hold one end of the band and you're gonna kind of pinch the rest of it kind of like where your waist is and hold that there. You're gonna put one arm right next to you and kind of swing out like this. So the goal is to keep this elbow right up against your side and swing outwards this way. The only part that's moving is this, if that makes sense. And if the band is too difficult for you to use, just practice doing this motion. You don't have to hold the band. And we're gonna try to do that at least 10 times. Okay, so I'm gonna ask my fellow Team USA teammates and all of you to do it with me. So ready? 1, 2, Kaitlyn, that is just beautiful form. 3, 4, 5, 6. If this is starting to burn, that means you're doing it right. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're gonna switch to the other side.
This hurts.
Good, Casey.
Make sure you guys breathe. Don't hold your breath now. Breathe out.
All
right.
All right, switching to the other side. Good job, Micah. All right, so get your left hand, keep your other one. You can hold your wheel if you want, whatever you need to do to keep this band stable and not moving. Remember, pinch that elbow to your side and just swing your arm out like this. So 1, 2, 3. Really good job, everyone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's that first one done. My arms really feel sore. This band is difficult. I'm gonna be so buff. Okay, so the next one we're gonna work on kind of loosening up your wrists. So what you're gonna do is hold the very end of the band in your hand, and you're gonna kind of pull down with this other portion of the band, and all you're gonna be doing is moving your hand up and down like this. So again, that's just really moving from the wrist, okay? So we're gonna go up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, everyone. Try not to do too much of this. It's really just your wrist. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can do kind of the flip of that. So pull the band up this way, and now we're gonna go down. So 1, 2, excellent, Jason. 3, 4, 5.
Without the band.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and it's important to do it even if it's not your racket hand, to do both sides. So we're gonna do the hands again. Left side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Great job, everybody.
8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's done. You can kind of shake out your arms a little bit if you feel like you need to. I need to. The next one that we're gonna do, I know that a lot of us in wheelchair tennis do a one-handed backhand. This kind of simulates that, where you're kind of going like this with your arm. So what you're gonna do is kind of have a lot of tension on a lack of tension. You want it to be kind of loose on the band. You're gonna put one next to your wheel here, and all you're gonna be doing is starting at your waist and then pulling that band up as you cross your body. Almost like you're kind of saying like, hello to someone in a really extreme gesture. So 1, 2, and if you can, really rotate your body. 3, good job, everyone. 4, 5, mainly that's perfect. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kaitlyn's gonna break her band. That's how good she is at this. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Good job, everyone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Great job, team.
9, 10. Okay, so that's kind of it for what we're gonna do with the bands today. It's always really good to start doing stretches like that where you're moving. We call that dynamic stretching. We can also do static stretching, which is the stretches that you're more or less used to doing, the ones where you're kind of stretching your hands like this, etc. The one that I think we can do today is like stretching your neck. That's really important. So why don't we grab your right hand, pull your head to your right shoulder as much as you can, don't go extreme, and we'll count for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, Jason. 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last stretch that I'm going to have you do before we get started, which I know everyone really wants to do, is this one where you cross over. So get one arm, stick it straight out, and then you're going to take your other arm at the elbow and kind of pin it close to your chest. If this is already a stretch, you can stay like this. If you want more of a stretch, you can turn your head the opposite way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that concludes our warm-up. My challenge for all of you is to use your bands every single day this week and do all of the exercises that we just did, but I'd like you to do 10 reps. I know that gets hard to do, but if you can keep doing at least 10 by the end of the week, if you can get up to 15 or 20, that's great. I don't think you should get to 20, maybe stop it at 15. And with the static stretching we just did, see how long you can hold things. If it was hard for you to get to 10 seconds today, build up incrementally. But I would like for the end of the week for everyone to be able to do all the stretches we did today, holding them for at least 10 seconds each, or to be doing 10 reps of every single one. So that's my challenge to all of you. And I'll be doing them every day with you. Over to Casey.
All right, Case. Great job, Dana.
Thank you.
Good
Looks
job,
like Casey's frozen in that stretch.
Oh my gosh.
He's
Great
locked
stuff,
into that
Dan.
stretch.
Can you guys hear me all right?
We can hear you. Your screen is frozen.
Good. We good here?
Hi, Charlie.
Hello?
You're still frozen, Casey.
Do you want us to do the mobility thing, Casey?
Yeah, I mean, if it's just gonna stay like this, probably. I'm not sure.
Why don't we try it? Why don't we jump to Kaitlyn, let her do her portion. And that might buy Casey some time to work through it a little bit, and then we can come back. And if we can't get him unfrozen from that position, then we will do it for him.
Casey, you could also just sign off and try to sign back on again. That might help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. I might just have to move locations completely.
Okay.
Sounds
So,
good.
A little bit fast.
sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have fun. Get ready.
Kaitlyn, it's showtime.
All right. Hi, Mika. I just wanted to say hi. I just saw you down there. I remember you from last year. Okay, guys. Not sure if everybody has a tennis racket, but if you do, can you guys show me if you have a racket around the house just so I can see if we do have a racket? And if you don't have a racket, we have other options. So like, it looks like almost everybody here has a racket. So that's great. If you don't have a racket, well, this is what I love to make my eggs with in the morning. So if you don't have a racket, you can also use a frying pan. Mine's a little bit heavier because it's like cast iron. So if you have a lighter frying pan, it might be less on your wrist for some of the things we might do today. So if you don't have a racket, then you got a frying pan. Okay, But since most of you do have a racket, I'm just gonna show them. Dana
I'm
might
going frying pan. I'm ready.
frying pan, it looks like. Okay, all right. Do you guys all have one of these? Does anybody have a ball? Does everybody have a ball? Show me a ball if you got a ball. If you don't have a ball, I got a great idea. I love socks. Who doesn't? So we got some socks here. If you don't have a ball and a racket, you can use a frying pan and some socks. So Dana is going to demonstrate with her ball and frying pan. All right, so the first drill that we're going to do is, well, is everybody here right-handed? Just really quick. I mean, the majority of people that play tennis, maybe Jason, you can quote me if I'm wrong, but are the majority of the people usually right-handed? We do have a few lefties. I know just a couple weeks ago, it was like National Left-Handed Day. So if you are a lefty, happy National Left-Handed Day. No, everybody's a righty. Awesome. No lefties? Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on our forehand. And the main difference between your forehand and your backhand is you're hitting a forehand because your palms are gonna be facing out. And you're gonna hit a backhand because your knuckles are gonna be facing out. So today we're gonna work on our forehand. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we call a stationary forehand. So you're just gonna practice your forehand. So all I'm gonna do is just take my ball, I'm gonna just turn it sideways and let it drop. These are called me practicing my forehand. And as you drop, you might have to get a little bit lower and see if you can get under there, ball. Yeah.
Frying pan is very bouncy.
Looking good. And the easiest way to just let the ball drop is if you just turn your racket sideways. Just turn sideways. That way you don't maybe have to get the other hand involved. So just turning that racket sideways. And these are my self-rallying forehands. So everybody, let's see. Is everybody able to do this in their space? Do we have carpet? Is there carpet involved? I'm just trying to come up with some ideas. Looks like Jason's got it.
Oh yeah, Jason's got it.
Definitely. Looks like Mika's got it for sure. Yeah, Mika, nice. All right, so let's see if we can do, just to get started, let's see if we can do, my favorite number is 5 today. So I'm just gonna go for 5, all right? So here we go, I'm gonna turn it 1, that would be 1, 2, 3. Another thing that might be helpful is if you need to do something with your other hand, you can also put it on your other wheel, and that might give you a little bit more stability. So then there's 4, 5, and that was 5. Did anybody get 5 too? Did everybody else get 5? Looks like
I got 5, Kaitlyn. You're a great instructor.
Nice, Dana. How does
Am I the only one using a frying pan though? Because I think if you aren't, you guys are really missing out. This is
I kind
fun.
of want to try with the frying pan too. So if you have a frying pan, it would look something like this. This is a real, whoa, it's heavy. It's a really good workout for your arm. The ball jumps a lot. So that was 3. What if I had nothing? So I'm gonna try with just my frying pan and a sock. These are my favorite, these are favorite llama socks. So I'm gonna try it this way. And if you're not gonna be able to let the sock bounce, but that's okay. So what you can do is we can do what we call up taps. You kind of like bounce your sock.
Like you're sauteing the socks, guys. Like really go tap into your future Food Network personality.
Socks. So you can see if you could get about 5 of those if you're struggling with, if you don't have a racket or a ball. Good stuff. Looks good. It seems like Maylee and David, they got that up there. Mika, you totally got that. Audra, sorry, looks like you got that. So yeah, if you don't have a lot of space, I'll just show you one more time. If you don't have a lot of space, you could just do an up tap, which would be something just like this. You can practice this. And just basically we're trying to get used to what it feels like to have the ball hit the middle of the strings of the racket, because that's our sweet spot. We always want to hit there. All right. Looking good. All right, guys. So the next little drill that we're going to do is if you have 2 objects, if you noticed in my backyard, I put 2 chairs right here, and I have them about, I don't know, I'd say like 6 feet apart. And maybe Maylee, you guys are on like an actual court. You could use like your basketball post and then your maybe the other person in the wheelchair. But okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna take the ball and you're gonna put it right on the strings, or if you don't have that, you're gonna take your frying pan and your sock, which I'm gonna do first. And I'm gonna start in the middle. And the whole idea of this is in wheelchair tennis, we have to get used to moving our chair with just like one hand, because we always have the racket in our hand, right? So that's, I think for me, that was the hardest part of getting used to wheelchair tennis. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna circle around 2 chairs. So I'm gonna hold my frying pan with my ball, with my socks. I'm gonna push around my chairs just like this.
This is going to be part of your challenge, guys, so really pay attention. It's going to get big.
This is gonna be part of the challenge, and I'm just showing you guys how we do it first. Just gonna go around both chairs, and if you need to, I have limited space. You might have to grab the chair to turn, but I'm using my hips. I'm trying to move my chair a little bit because we have to use what we have to get to the ball. All right, does everybody have space to do that?
Charlie, I don't see you moving, bud. Called you out.
I think the concept is clear, though.
It's
Right? If
very
you can't
clear.
do it right now, you can do it during the week.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
part of the
Good job,
challenge.
Micah.
Yeah, Micah, there you go.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
Good job.
I got another idea. If you don't have chairs, just move around in the space you have and see how easy or how difficult it is for you to move in a small space with just one hand without using both hands. You could do a crossover move like so. Any way to make your chair still move without using both hands. It's kind of part of wheelchair tennis, a big part of it. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys my challenge. I need someone to give me some time though. Can somebody?
I'm on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna run through my chairs. So I'm gonna crisscross through, and I'm gonna say start. Dana's gonna start the timer, and then I'm gonna have my time at the end, and I'm gonna see you guys. Your challenge is to beat my time, which I'm thinking you guys are way faster than I am. Okay, are you ready, Dana?
Ready, set, go.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Working my way around the chairs. Woo.
I'm going to give you guys extra time.
Let
Caitlin,
it cross it over with the other hand. Still not touching anything. All right, back to
Wow. Look at Kaitlyn go.
Okay, that was a flat 16 seconds. So that's everybody's challenge. You have to set something up by Saturday and try to beat Caitlin's time.
work, guys. Good stuff.
Kaitlyn, great stuff. That was great.
All right.
I love the pink chairs. The pink chairs make it, in my opinion. That makes it. All right, well, Casey Ratzlaff is back. It looks like his camera is in full effect. Casey,
Is this thing on?
It is. You're good.
Am I clear?
Clear
You're
as a
good.
bell.
All right, we're still doing the mobility thing, huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
You're bringing it home.
Okay, guys, mobility. So this is for sure one of the most important things physically and technically you need to learn if you want to be a wheelchair tennis player is mobility, even at the highest level. And I have three. I had to do this pretty quick here, so work with me because of the relocation. But I have three basic but very crucial movement or mobility drills that I laid out here that I have done over the years of my training. And we're going to begin with the hub drill. It's probably something my fellow players will recognize. Here, let's turn this around. I got my cameraman here. All right, so I have the hub drill laid out here, and you'll see that there's four cones. I'm using cups. That's just what we're using here. 4 cones to signify the 4 different zones that you might hit a shot on a tennis court. So in this drill, you'll be moving to these cones in sort of relay fashion. And after you move to these cones, you're going to be going back to what we call the hub. Now this cone right here this is our hub. This is what we return to after we go around every cone or hit every shot. You move around the court, you want to move back to your hub. So hub drill. You want to start on your hub, which is, we're using this cup here. And you can start left or right, doesn't matter, you choose. We can go left or right here, but I'm going to start going to my right. And you're going to begin on the outside of the hub cone. You're going to be pushing the first cone, going around the outside, back to the hub, around the next, to the left, around the outside of the hub, then inside, you're pushing inside. Around the outside, back to the hub, back inside, back to the hub, and you're done. Obviously, you'd probably want to push a little bit harder than I did there, but it's, you know, kind of small and not a lot to work with here. But that's the hub drill, and that's a great thing for you to train if you want to learn recovery. This teaches recovery, which is a very important part of tennis. That's basically the backwards movement after you hit a shot. That's called recovery. Another thing you can do is you can do the same drill, but do it backwards. And this teaches a different kind of coordination and also strengthens the muscles you wouldn't normally use when you are pushing normally forwards. So, and keep in mind, this is kind of a challenge that I'm issuing with these drills, is that if you hit a cone and it falls over, you have to restart. This is for every drill, okay? And I forgot about my racket here. I have a racket. You can also, if you have a racket, you can push with your racket. But I also brought out a spatula that I left at the other location, but you can use a spatula as well. It's relatively the same idea. So backwards, around the outside of the cone. Make sure you don't knock it over, around the outside, back around the outside, back to the hub. Make sure you're watching your wheels, stay balanced.
It should be sent to like the Red Solo Cup company as like an ad.
Try not to flip over here.
I'm pretty impressed he hasn't knocked one over
Back
yet.
around.
It'll happen.
Home court advantage right there. He knows that
Yeah.
back.
Oh. Hub drill, everyone. That's it.
That's awesome.
Moving on. Hub drill. We'll go to this one. You got to unplug probably. Okay. So this drill, I don't really have a name for it yet, but we're going to call it the shimmy drill. I called it the lateral step drill, even though you can't lateral step in wheelchair. This is kind of the substitute a little bit. So we're going to be working on forwards and backwards movement here and quick hands. You'll see what I mean. So we're going to start in the middle here, and these cups need to be lined up, give or take 4 or 5 inches outside of your wheels, okay? So you're going to start forward, go outside the front, around the back, to the side. Flip over.
He's back.
Around the back, outside to the side, back, around the side. And that's 1 rep, okay? Now, I'm issuing a challenge here for this drill. That was 1 rep that I did there. And my challenge to you is you're going to do 3 reps. So that's 1 left, 1 right, 1 back, left, 1 back right, 1 rep, 3 times in under 1 minute and 30, okay? Under 1 minute and 30 seconds. Last one here.
Whoa.
This is the slalom. It's kind of crooked, but hold on.
I want to go to Casey's house and just do all these
This is a
drills.
fun one. You're gonna have to get a lot of speed for this one. Here, go
Like
off to
you
the
said,
side
a
a little bit.
resort.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna have to give yourself a lot of space here, and unlike the last 2 drills, this drill is hands off. So you're gonna be using what trunk you have, and I know the disability level varies here, but the good thing about all these drills is they're very modifiable. They're very flexible. You can modify them to your ability level, and you can be fine there. But I have them lined up here, and what you're going to do, and you can go in to the left or the right, it's whatever you're choosing. So I'm going to get some space here. Run up, hands off. Slide through.
Wow.
And again, you can give yourself as much space as you need. I know some people, I have a lot of trunk function, so it's a little bit easier for me to do it with less space. But you can spread them out as far as you want. And you can see how far you can keep going once you get through the cones as well. I got some obstacles in the way, so I won't be able to do that, but I'm gonna do it one more time.
Mika, I think you got this. I can't wait to see you do this drill, Mika. Hands up.
So that's a fun one. But I said before, my challenge for what I call it, the shimmy drill. The shimmy drill, my challenge for that is to do it 3 reps in under 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then for the hub drill, the first one we did here, I want you to go through the hub drill once in under 60 seconds. I think you guys can do it. If you practice it, have fun with it, be safe, social distance, all that. Have fun
Casey,
with it.
that
Thank
sounds
you guys.
too easy.
That's my mobility stuff.
Sorry.
Thanks for watching.
That's too easy. Come on.
It's too easy for you, Jason. I know, but like.
Jason K, Mr. Mobility himself. Yeah.
Here, let me flip it around. Flip it around.
Hi, Mom.
Tammy.
I can't.
There
Tammy.
you are. There's a little special appearance.
There we
That's
go.
not supposed to happen.
All right, that was mobility. Thank you guys.
Wait, can I?
Yes. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Can I? I'm really sorry, Jason. Maybe other people will agree with me, but I mean, Casey, can you show me the challenge again? Because I don't. Did you guys all see it really well? I just want to make sure. Yeah. Can you show us the challenge again? Just because I need a little more clarification.
Okay, so there's 2 challenges. I'll go through them again. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. All right.
Just
Let's
the challenge.
flip this back around.
Just the challenge.
All right. Okay, so challenge number 1 is going to be the hub drill challenge. So you're going to be going through the hub drill. 1 second. There we go. You're going to be going through the hub drill, and I'm giving you 1 minute, in under 1 minute. That's the challenge. I know it's easy for some people, but for others, it might not be so easy. You got to work on it. So this is the hub. Go around, push back, around the hub. Around the hub. Excuse me. Around the hub. Down. And back. There's challenge number 1. Challenge number 2. We're going back to this shimmy drill. And we're going to be doing this 3 reps in under 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm getting it. And this is what it looks like. You're going to be going forwards, out the front, to the side, and back in, backwards. And then to the left, the same thing. Back in. Then backwards. Right.
Oh.
Back in. Backwards to the left. To the cones, back in. Now all of that was 1 rep. So you do that 3 times in under 1 minute 30. Good?
Got it.
Is
Thank
that
you.
better? Got it? Any more questions?
Whew. It's going to be tough.
Excellent. That's going to be tough, but I like it.
Yeah. I'm stepping it up here. I'm not
Excellent.
playing around.
Mika, you got that. Charlie, you totally got that.
Charlie does that in his sleep.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, Great job, coaches. Awesome job. How about a round of applause for our coaching staff? Well done. Well done, everybody. That was amazing. So real quick, so we'll review, Casey just did a great job in reviewing his challenges. Dana, if you want to review your challenge real quick, just a quick brief run through of your challenge one more time for everybody.
The most important and fun challenge, you mean?
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
So my challenge involves the ever so exciting Hartford band. So I want you guys to be doing the stretches that we ran through. So remember, that's the one with your elbow tucked into your side and going out 10 times on each side. The up and down with your hands, 10 times for each of those on both hands. And then this really cool one where you're stretching your arm way up high. And we're gonna do 10 times, just like Jason's doing, almost like you're like discoing like your mom and dad do when they're trying to embarrass you with dance moves. That's what I want you guys to be doing. And then we're also gonna be doing stretches where you're holding them for 10 seconds each. And I know that doesn't sound as fun as maybe doing stuff with like the frying pan and the ball or the socks or whatever, but these are really important for you to do. This is something that as athletes, you're gonna be doing every single day before you play or when you train. And this is how you keep from getting hurt, so you can be athletes for a long time. So make sure you do this. I'll be doing this every single day with you. And I hope that you guys can all accomplish the challenge on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you, Dana. Kaitlyn?
All right.
More through the challenges, please.
My challenges are frying pan or racket and sock, or frying pan and sock. First challenge, to get 5 forehand self rallies. Remember, the easiest way is just to let the ball drop, tilt the racket. 5 of those. And then my second challenge is to place the ball on the strings of the racket or frying pan and sock and push around 2 chairs with one hand. And you gotta beat 16 seconds. That was my time. All right? I know you guys can do it. I'm really excited to see you guys on Saturday.
Awesome. Great job, Kaitlyn. Great job. I think we should watch Casey go through it one more time. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Casey, don't do that again.
You think, Jason?
No. We don't want to overwork you. It's hot in Wichita. You're already a sweaty mess. We don't.
Between the band work and all that.
Well, you can always contact the medical team if you're overheating. Sip some. I haven't seen you drink any water, Casey.
Oh, yeah. I'm lacking a little bit on there. The change of location. I'm not prepared.
You scrambled well. We have to.
I think we should give a shout out to Jan with the dustpan. That's the most creative.
Yeah. Jan, great job, sweetie.
That was my favorite.
All right, so hey, as you guys saw, what do you need? What props do you guys need? Okay, you need a chair. You need a racket if you've got it. A frying pan if you don't have a racket.
Or a dustpan.
Or a dustpan.
Or a spatula.
Spatula. Tennis ball.
Red solo cups.
Red cups, solo cups, water, and you're good to go. And your band from the Hartford, and you're good to go. Okay, so you got everything that you need. Okay, so one thing we want you guys to do this week is to make sure as you're doing your training to get ready for the challenge this upcoming Saturday is to post pictures and videos, everything you got to your social media. So come this Saturday, the 29th at 10 a.m. Okay, you're going to have a great chance to win prizes courtesy of the Hartford. Okay, so whoever can push themselves all week to the point. Jason K., you don't get to do this. You stay out of it. That's all I'm saying, Jason K. So I want to make sure you guys are training all week, as Dana said. I mean, I know Dana's going to be training all week. I know that because I'm going to be with her on court all week. But make sure you guys have questions for us. Not for me, really, for the coaches, for them to help you. Okay. So coaches, great job today. You guys knocked it out of the park. You were creative. You explained well, just like good coaches do. It's always nice to see that. Well done. Well done. So thank you guys. Once again, big thank you. Again, like we say every time, events like this don't happen without the help of big sponsors and wonderful people helping us run this. Number one, the Hartford, then Adaptive Apps, Michelman and Robinson LLP, the USTA, our medical volunteers, Angel City Sports. Thank you, Kaitlyn, for making this all possible.
Hey, we see you. Hi.
Thank you.
You guys are so awesome.
We
Thank you
try
so
really
much. Thank
hard.
you.
I was trying to take pictures of the frying pans. I don't know if it worked, but it
I'll
was
post
adorable.
again. We'll do it again for you. Anytime.
So
We
cute.
actually, we have one question from the group. If the coaches, you guys don't mind answering. The question is, what's your biggest piece of advice for new players to wheelchair tennis?
Wants to take that one?
Is this for everyone?
It's for one of the three of you.
Well, my piece of advice would be,
I felt it.
what's that?
Go ahead, Case.
Okay. My biggest piece of advice would be to push your limits for sure. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and test things out and try things that you think you might not be able to do. Test the waters, explore your disability, explore the sport. Don't be afraid to talk to people, to use resources, and just push yourself at all times for sure.
Can I answer it? Kaitlyn wants to too. Will I answer it?
Okay,
Guys,
cool.
Can all answer it.
Go, Data.
Okay, so what I was gonna say kind of tags on the back of what Casey said is that you really do just have to kind of like not take no for an answer, like keep trying. I know that tennis is different from a lot of the other sports. I grew up trying basketball, rugby, all of those other sports that kind of seem a little bit faster and cooler, and like you gravitate towards more, and I totally get that. But tennis is really different. I think that although it's a little bit more of a technical skill that can be a little frustrating at first when you're learning it, once you get over that hump, it's so much fun. I can say that I've got to travel the world. I've made some of my best friends like Kaitlyn, Casey, all sorts of people. And that wouldn't have happened if I didn't play a sport like tennis, where you get to interact with all these different cultures in the world. It's a really, really cool sport. And it's really cool to do something that can be both a singular sport, and you can also be on a team, like when you play doubles, like I got to do with Kaitlyn. So I think it really offers the best of both worlds. It's definitely a different type of sport, but I really encourage all of you to keep trying it.
And I just wanted to add that one of the most important things for me when I first started playing was getting a chair that fit me right, and the strapping on the chair was huge. I had played a lot of tennis before without having the proper straps, and I didn't want to have a strap. I fought it because I thought I didn't need it, but I really needed it, and it could show in my tennis, it could show in my form because I was falling over. So don't be afraid, or don't be stubborn, and use some straps if you need to sit upright, or if you need to be in the chair a little bit better. I think the way you sit in the chair and how you and your tennis chair is really important, and it like really can make or break your game. And that would be my advice for somebody that's new. And the thing about that is it's going to be a lot of trial and error, and it might be some frustration and some tears. I had tears, but it's just trial and error of finding what works best for you and what works best for your limitations, and how you can move your chair and get to the ball the best way that you can without losing momentum or without losing your balance is really important part of the game. So I really encourage you guys, if you're really serious about getting into it, to really just try and focus on the strengths you do have and build on those.
They're amazing answers, guys. Fabulous. You guys need to listen to these three. They know what they're talking about. They're like, Maylee, you listening to this? I see you up there in Portland. All right. Just checking. All right, great stuff, coaches. Once again, what a gift to have you guys on and share your experience with us. I mean, I don't know anything, so I'm learning. I've got notes on all this. That's how important this is. But so, like we said, there's medical available. I'm guessing none of you really pushed that hard, so it's probably not necessary tonight. But it's kind of cool that we have that available for you guys. Make sure you guys come back every day this week. There's a lot more going on. Check it out tonight. We've got an education resource fair, 5 o'clock, I believe, Pacific Coast time. starting right about now. Then on Wednesday, we have 5 different workouts for you to choose from. And on Thursday, we have the Angel City Concert Series, which is super cool. And then we'll be back on Saturday, again, for your challenges, 10 a.m. Bring questions. If you have more questions to ask the group, ask these 3, bring them with you. But be ready. You got a week. You got less than a week to get ready to knock those times out, kill the hub drill, the shimmy. Ever heard of the shimmy, Casey? I like that. The slalom.
Good stuff.
Racquetball, frying pan. Get your numbers locked in. Again, photos, videos, share with everybody. It's really important you guys share your experience with everybody, because that's how we learn, right? Everybody gets to learn from everybody. But again, big shout out. Thank you, Katie, for all of your help with us today. And that's it. Let's get to work.